Hello, everyone. This is your all signs reading for the month of June. We're going to look in the first 2 weeks, the 1st through the 15th, of course. Time is fluid, so remember that. Please never give your power away to a reading. Simply here to offer advice, clarity, perhaps confirmations that you've been needing to hear, and hopefully these readings will help, okay? So this is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And we're going to start off with earth signs. And I really liked using my planetary deck to start off. Can you guys hear me okay? Just checking. I just want to check sound. If someone can just let me know that sounds okay in the chat, that would be great. So we're going to be looking into earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is the crowning energy, planetary energy of the earth signs spread for the first 2 weeks of June? First 2 weeks of June. Let's see what comes in. Whoa, that's way too many cards. This one. We'll take this one. Ooh, earth signs. You got Pluto. Hi, Free Press. So your planetary energy crowning your spread is Pluto, which is your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Ooh, that's some good energy. That is transformation. That's alchemy. That is super awesome. So earth signs, you may be going through, sounds a little low. Okay, 1 second here. Let me just see here. I think I've got it all the way up. Hopefully it'll come in better. Okay. So earth signs. Hi, Beatrice. We're going to be taking a look into the frequencies, what other frequencies are complementing or bringing in energy around this transformation. Taking a big leap forward. We are on earth signs. Earth signs. Okay, what frequency? What frequency? What frequencies? Here we go. Ooh, okay, that's wow. First one out of the gate is emergence. Why is the sound low? That's weird. Let me see here. I don't know why the sound would be low. Let's see if I can make sure. Let me just double check the properties here. No, I've got it on the right one. Sorry, guys. There's not much I can do right now because I'm live. Okay, so the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So emergence. So again, something transformative is definitely happening for earth signs at the beginning of June. We've got the eclipse season coming in. I believe it's on June 5th or 6th is the first one. Let's see here. What other frequencies are coming in for earth signs around this Pluto and emergence? That's way too many. I don't want that many. Just one more. I'll take those. Okay. Okay, so you got 2 earth signs. You've also got dynamic coming in. Okay, and you've also got belief coming up for you. So the frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. There's a lot of dynamic energy here with the emergence card and the Pluto card coming up for you. It's like this phoenix rising from the ashes. It's like you're taking on a whole new life, earth signs. And with the frequency of belief coming up, It supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So again, self-worth, beliefs in self-worth, perhaps you've been transforming your own beliefs around yourself. That could be finally taking root in your physical reality, which is great. Let me just double check here. I'm going to see if I can check one more thing for you guys on the sound. Let me just see here. Okay, it's pretty loud. I can't make it go too much louder. Just try it a little bit. Hang in there with me, guys, okay? All right, so let's go into, I'm going to be using a new deck for you guys. I don't think I used it. I've only used it in my alchemy program. I'm using my new deck Star Tarot to do my tarot readings for you. So let's see here. Hi, Janine Marie. Okay. What messages do we have for earth signs around this transformation that's happening? Spiritual emergence, kind of like a rebirth, phoenix rising from the ashes. So I think in the last reading, earth signs, if I remember correctly, you were going through a lot of deep work. Like I think Neptune was your planetary energy, and it's like, I feel like whatever depths you were going in at the end of like the last half of May, like you really capitalized on and you really kind of took that in, and something is emerging through all of that kind of deeper look into yourself. Let's see here. What messages do we have coming up for earth signs? And then I'm going to clarify with my Tarot of Dreams deck after. Let's see. The energies have been a little wild. The Schumann has been really crazy. How have you guys been through it all? Okay, let's see. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So the first card we have coming out of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles coming up here in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Six of Wands upright, followed by the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the King of Cups upright. Okay, earth signs. So just looking at these cards here right now, there was a block around your ability to really immerse yourself into your work, like really kind of emerge into whatever you're trying to master right now, like where you're trying to put your focus. You just couldn't really focus on anything. I just feel like you were distracted, but you've overcome this, is what I'm seeing. Like with the Six of Wands, especially with the Pluto card here and the emergence, like you've been able to get over you've been able to move through something where you were quite distracted, or again, just not able to really kind of commit or apply yourself. The Queen of Swords here in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse is telling me too that this may have there's like, you may be dealing with someone who wasn't following through on their word. Or perhaps you weren't following through on your word. But there's this saying one thing but meaning another, like not really. Definitely the actions were not lining up with the words, is what I'm kind of seeing here. This may have just been you, like something that you've needed to overcome yourself, where like you have been saying, I'm going to do this, but then you never do. And then that might be what like this block around the Eight of Pentacles was, where you finally have some victory. You finally been able to conquer it. And then when you have the King of Cups coming up here, This is about, again, your last month was about Neptune going into the depths of the emotion, the deepest emotional parts of yourself. I feel like you may have gone in as like the Page of Cups and emerged as like the King of Cups. Is kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. Like you are really tapped into what your heart is feeling, your emotional well-being, and able to communicate what needs to be communicated from the heart. Also, with the King of Cups coming up here, this is someone who's ready to really like lay the heart out for everyone to see. Not afraid to be vulnerable, knows their vulnerability is a strength, can be very nurturing and compassionate to those around him or her. And I feel like whatever you've gone through, like that's what's kind of coming through. You may have been needing to do this just for yourself. But again, if there was someone else involved, I feel like if this isn't you, then they're definitely going through a massive transformation. Like where you were really stuck, you couldn't, like things just weren't moving before. There was a big stalemate and now things are like going to take off. Let's see here. What other messages do we have for earth signs? What other messages? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse coming up, earth signs. Followed by the Queen of Cups upright. So we now have a divine partnership on the board. Interesting. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse as well, coming up with that. I get a sense that timing was definitely not in your favor before, and that perhaps, again, this Wheel of Fortune reverse is kind of reiterating the fact that I feel like you were really stuck in something before. But with a divine union like this of Queen and King of Cups coming up together and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of telling me that someone or something had to be let go of. Like there was a surrender involved in bringing forth the movement, bringing forth this victory, like surrendering to like almost like a death of yourself or a death of a relationship in the old way of how it was. Not necessarily the whole relationship on a whole, but an aspect of it may have needed to die and then rise from the ashes as a new rebirth phoenix. But it came through this surrender, and the surrender of surrendering to the divine, surrendering to by connecting yourself to source energy. Let's go into clarification. Can I get clarification on the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, please? Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. We have the Four of Coins again in reverse coming up with the Three of Cups. So you definitely surrendered. This is so interesting. Something that wasn't working before actually required a deep surrender on someone's part. And it's bringing in a lot of joy and happiness and celebratory energy around it, which makes sense with the Six of Wands kind of coming up after it. Tell me more about the Six of Wands, please. Why is the Six of Wands here? Tell me more about the Six of Wands. Tell me more about the Six of Wands, please. Okay. Palace of Wands. So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of passion, a lot of creative juices flowing now through this victory. It's like, and I love this card, this particular Six of Wands, because the person is leaping over these sunflowers and a big heart to touch the biggest star in the sky. And I just feel like this victory almost feels a little bit cosmic. for you. There is like an unleashing of passion in your environment coming in here that is very supportive to you moving forward. Let's tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Yeah. Okay. This is basically just saying what yeah, okay. You got the Three of Wands upright with the King of Wands in reverse. Someone was just not taking action on their word, and it was causing a lot of waiting. It was just something just wasn't coming in. Again, I feel like with this Knight of Wands Knight of Wands in reverse, beside the Queen of Swords in reverse, and now this King of Wands in reverse as well. It's just there was a lot of waiting here. Waiting maybe on someone's word to come through, but it just wasn't something here about that is what was causing the delay. Someone just wasn't kind of stepping up to the plate when they said they were. Or let's go into the Knight of Wands and causing stagnation in the flow of this. Again, it could have been you. Just apply the energies as they seem fit. Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is the Knight of Wands in reverse here? Why is the Knight of Wands in reverse? Yeah, okay. Palace of Cups in reverse. And the Palace of Cups in this deck refers to like the environment. Okay, there's 4 extra cards in this the Tarot of Dreams, and they're all the Palace cards. So again, someone wasn't able to really kind of come forward because the environment was not supportive. Whereas now, like it's showing on the Victory card, this was in the past, I do believe like the environment wasn't like feeding the soul on a soul level, but also there was a disconnect with the heart. Like support on a heart basis wasn't there. Perhaps mentorship from like the heart center was lacking if that was needed, but there was a block around the heart. That kind of energy, the energy of having the heart blocked, was stagnating the ability to take action here as well. Wow. Clarifying the King of Cups. I've got the Emperor coming up and the Knight of Cups. Okay. There is a very strong masculine energy that is coming forward and again, the masculine could be a woman. I'm just saying, this is a very strong masculine energy of someone who's really ready to offer their heart, really ready to take action, really just ready to lay it all on the line. The Emperor is the divine masculine of the deck, and he's learned so much wisdom and so much has come to him through his battles, his ability to structure things business wise, like everything, manage people, manage so many different things, like basically manage a kingdom in a sense from an energetic point of view, has really come into his own. Whoever this person is, not only are they very successful at this point, if this is you, this relates to a business, you are in a very, very good place energy-wise, alignment-wise, to be planting seeds, putting roots down, making calls, making decisions, basically moving forward because your heart is totally aligned with the business aspect of you. Again, this may be love as well. Whoever it is, someone's completely in their divine masculine energy. Like it's very, very strong. I love to see what comes up with the Queen of Cups here. Okay, let's look into the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Again, this could be you, earth signs. From this energy, this is definitely like Pluto energy of with the dynamic and the emergence, like really emerging into a new reality and allowing the beauty to unfold. Like really speaks about the Four of Pentacles on both ends of the reading here. This need to just surrender, to really let things unfold as they are. See, why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I also think that before in the past, the timing just wasn't right for this. Let's see here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, whoa. Okay, Wheel of Fortune confirmed by, in reverse, confirmed by the Wheel again in reverse. We have a double confirmation. Confirmed by the Magician in reverse, and then the Eight of Cups upright. Wow. So someone has had to really get themselves out of a very, get them out of a situation. Okay, with the Magician in reverse, it can either mean like someone was being very manipulative, or someone just really wasn't utilizing their skills in the way that they know how to. Really not putting themselves, really not taking advantage of all they have to offer. Okay, that could be what's kind of happening here. And finally being able to, and in a way, they were making this wheel like stop. It's almost like they were putting like something into the wheel to make it stop, that kind of energy. But you have the Eight of Cups here, which tells me that there's this walking away from this kind of self-defeating behavior, this toxic behavior of creation for yourself. Some of you could have been in a bit of a manipulative state, or you were manipulated by someone and you've walked away from that, which has allowed this situation to really come into play now. Let's see what this Queen of Cups. Let's see here. Hey, Megan, are you going to chase Virgo? All right, let's see. What is this Queen of Cups about? Tell me more about this Queen of Cups. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups, please. Okay. So one card. We have the Fool in reverse coming up on the Queen of Cups. Wow. Followed by the Page of Cups. Interesting. On the King of Cups, you had the Knight of Cups. On the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. And then you have the Hangman. Okay. I got no space on my thing here to do this. All right, so let's see here. So coming up, clarifying the Queen, you guys have the Fool card in reverse. So I'm getting the sense that there was an aspect of the feminine energy, okay, whether it's a male or female, but the feminine energy is really scared to take a risk on something, or maybe step outside the comfort zone, or didn't have as carefree of attitude towards this situation. But you now have also the Page of Cups coming in with it too, which the Page of Cups is very much like it kind of aligns with this emergence frequency of inviting us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment. And I get the sense that someone's really finally like maybe ready to communicate where they may have not been able to before. They were a little bit scared of taking that risk of communicating the heart. Perhaps it was something that did start but then stopped, and now they're ready. Because we have the Hangman coming up too, which tells me someone's found a new perspective on things, which may have allowed for this communication to come forward. Or at least this emergence of more childlike energy, which, you know, a child's energy isn't really scared of much. is a little bit ready, is more ready to take risks, right? Because you haven't been programmed by the fear. So, or what this could mean is that someone finally tapped into their inner child and did a lot of inner child work and was able to get a new perspective on something and communicate from the heart more. Because I am seeing very divine partnership here emerging through something that felt like it may have been dead and then came and rose again from the ashes. There was a new belief that had to be put in to support all of this. And with this dynamic energy coming in, it's about really allowing multiple aspects to come into play, like not making it so one-dimensional, like really that multi-dimensional aspect of self, this situation, maybe a relationship, to really kind of allow itself to flourish and take on its own life. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Coins in reverse. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, there was a system in place that just wasn't working in the past that needed to be let go. Something, some sort of approach, way of doing something, perhaps with someone else, just wasn't working and it had to be let go in order to allow this new energy to emerge, in order to allow this transformation to come in. Just one more card, please, on the Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, and then you have the, oh wow, we have the 4, the 3, and now the 2 of Coins. So it's almost like a countdown. It's like a countdown. It's like it had to happen, and I think it had to happen in some steps. Like it wasn't like a quick surrender. That perhaps for you earth signs, like it may have taken a little bit of time to get to this place, like baby steps in a sense, you know, like not just one big leap of letting go. When it comes to letting go and surrendering, I get a sense that whoever needed to let go needed to kind of let go in baby steps. Maybe both parties, if this involves two people, maybe both parties needed to surrender together in baby steps to get to where they are. But it really brought through like a beautiful energy here for you earth signs. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, earth signs. That's your reading. We're gonna go on to fire next. We're gonna go on to fire. Okay. You're welcome, Megan. Let's see, where are all my decks? All right, so let me just shuffle these cards. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. We just finished earth signs. Aries, Leo, and Sag, you're next. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome. Janine, Beatrice, you're very welcome. How's everyone doing anyway, while I shuffle the cards? How's everyone doing? With, you know, this whole situation globally that we found ourselves in. Me, for one, I'm just like, can we just get on with it? Like, I'm ready to get on with it already. Like every day there's just more and more evidence piling up about how ridiculous this all is, and how much corruption is out there. All right, so let's find out planetary energies for fire signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries, Leo, and Sag. What's the crowning planetary energy here for fire signs? What's the crowning planetary energy for fire signs? Ooh, all right. You guys, fire signs have Uranus. Hey, BB44 and Greg, hello, how are you? Fire signs, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So, there is some unexpected energy coming in for you, fire signs, for the first 2 weeks of June. That could be pleasantly unexpected energy. We're going to take a look into the frequency cards, or perhaps you never saw it coming and it blindsides you. But either way, fire signs, it looks like change is coming in one way or another, and it may bring in quite a bit of enlightenment, like spiritual awakening, maybe perhaps going into a deeper level of your own spiritual awakening, or someone around you is awakening. Let's see, what complementary frequencies do we have coming up here for fire signs? Ooh, fire signs. Magic. Hi, Ellen. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Ooh, fire signs, you may be getting something you've been wanting for a really long time, and it may have not looked like it was coming, and now bam, it might be. Let's see. And perhaps you've been doing your own sort of magic and alchemical work. Okay, perhaps within your own timeline, maybe to jump timelines within your own field. Okay. And then you've also got the cosmic flower coming up here to support it. So the frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I'm really getting a strong sense so far from these cards. We'll see what comes up in the tarot. But so far, I'm getting that cosmically, you're getting a deliverance. I don't know how else to say it. Like, something's really coming into manifestation for you, but it feels like whatever it is, it may be disguised, but it feels really good so far. Let me just shuffle these cards for you. A little bit more fire signs. We're going to go into this and find out exactly what's coming in here for you. What is this sudden surprise? Sudden change that perhaps you really maybe thought it wasn't coming in at all, but something like, who knows? But this is coming from a place of, if the cosmic flower frequency is here, this idea of activating a remembrance of the place we call home. That could mean just from your own star family connection, but it could go as far back as like the absolute or origin point of creation from source. Really tapping into that energy and allowing like the magnificence of the source energy to flow through you. It's almost like I'm seeing this Uranus card as almost like the source energy just flowing through you, and like either it's like causing change to you on a cellular level, or causing change like in your immediate surroundings. Like something is like really dramatic is happening. Okay, let's go into the tarot here to get maybe some more clarity here, more understanding about What is going on here for fire signs? The first 2 weeks of June. First 2 weeks of June. Okay, so you've got the Six of Pentacles coming up here in reverse. And you've got the Seven of Cups coming up in reverse as well. So, something here was not balanced in a reciprocity kind of way. Like, there was not equal give and take. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I'm feeling like, I got to clarify this card, but right now I'm kind of picking up energy of where you may have had all these like ideas of what it could be. You finally got the clarity that you needed in order to perhaps make this bring in this energy of universal support or awakening or change or something. Thank you, Beatrice, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Let's see, what other energies or messages do we have here coming in? Way too many cards, but we'll take that one. Ace of Pentacles coming up. All right, so there is a brand new energy coming to life in your actual physical surrounding here. It could have something to do with a career or job. It could have something to do with your home life, like your property, or your health, to be quite honest, because the Pentacles definitely represent that. But also, it's just a new energy of abundance coming in. Something that is... It's interesting. This Ace of Pentacles is really lining up with the cosmic flower. If you see in this Ace of Pentacles, there's a star right in the center, and it's got roots going right down to the earth, and then beautiful flowers coming out on it. Like I feel, like something's finally taking root. That's what when I was talking about this energy, like it's finally coming in. Perhaps a lot of the work that you've needed to do has been more in the like etheric realms before it could finally take root. Because it does, this energy up here definitely feels very high frequency, like doing serious work in the higher realms. Let's see what other messages we have here, and then I'm going to clarify. Yeah, okay, you've got the Two of Swords coming up in reverse. Finally coming out of a stalemate. Finally being able to make a decision if you haven't been able to make a decision. Again, like that, okay, so that's kind of aligning with the Seven of Cups energy that I was picking up. That it feels like you finally got clarity on something where it was a bit confusing before, or you had a lot of options or ideas or something to choose from, and you finally got the clarity that you needed, and it's allowed things to kind of open up here. Perhaps this choice or decision that you've finally been able to make is the thing that's causing a lot of change, perhaps in a relationship, perhaps in your career. You may have made something that's very drastic in choice of like where you've been like all your life to where you're now like going, or like, or at least for a very long time, and now like really switching gears. Yeah, okay. And then you guys have the Judgment card coming up. So again, this is the Phoenix rising from the ashes, like in the earth signs. I'm getting a little bit of similar energy here. Don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, but there's definitely some sort of like the Judgment card is also very much an awakening card. It's about coming to, finally coming to truth, something that may have felt again like it wasn't going to happen, and finally it does. Like that is the energy I was picking up in these other cards above it in the crowning part of your spread. But something like you're getting a second chance or a second opportunity. Something feels like it's coming back to life. Maybe it's like within you, within your own, but it's a blessing. This feels very much like a blessing. Not scary, although perhaps it was scary to get to this point. Wow. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse with the Six of Cups upright. That's interesting. Again, I'm getting the sense that, okay, something's definitely not over here. I get the sense that you thought again, this is very similar to like a little bit of earth signs, but the Death card in reverse is telling me that someone wasn't willing to let go of what feels like a very deep soulmate connection or a soul purpose connection. And is finally like, I really get the sense that it wasn't working out in the past. Someone may not have been reciprocating what they needed, and someone may have been putting in more of the work into the situation than the other. But I feel like if that was the case, it's now finally coming to light. There's like a sense of renewal here in something that it's like it's getting that Ace of Pentacles energy. Let's clarify. Let's go in and clarify these cards for fire signs. We're going to clarify the Six of Pentacles. Tell me what the Six of Pentacles in reverse is. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have had a coffee today. All right, so what have we got here? Oh, that's way too many cards. All right, let's just put all this back. Six of Pentacles, please. There we go. Okay, we have, coming up to clarify the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Hi, Mihaela. Nice to see you here. So the Seven of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Six of Pentacles. Let me just pull one more card on that. I'm feeling like someone just wasn't being strategic. I don't necessarily get lies or deception from this card. I just get a sense that someone wasn't being strategic or putting in enough effort to plan something. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And then the Knight of Coins coming upright. I get the sense that this Six of Pentacles in reverse, that someone was putting in more of the work and someone else wasn't. Like, and I get the sense that the person who wasn't, or at least the situation, like if this involves just another situation, like, but maybe you were pouring this energy into a business and a business it wasn't given back what like you've been putting into a business. Like, just make these energies fit the way they need to. But it's because of poor planning or inability to strategize properly, or unwillingness to really put in the effort to strategize. And I'm getting the sense now with this Knight of Coins coming in, that someone's now finally stepping up to the plate. Someone's ready to take some action, albeit a little slow, because it is the Knight of Coins. They're coming in steady though. This is stable energy. Like, this is stable action. This is an action you can trust. It's not fleeting. It's got some bones to it. Let's see, like Seven of Cups in reverse. Can I get some clarification here on the Seven of Cups in reverse? Ooh. Yeah, okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is interesting. This is just really clarifying the fact that I feel like you narrowed your Seven of Cups down to one. You finally got it. Even though it's in reverse. It also has to do with, I think too, that this is representing that you were able to finally narrow things down. However, I feel like you were able to narrow things down because you realized you're just pouring way too much energy. Like you had nothing left in your cup for you. And perhaps you're like pulling back a little bit, and I think that's part of what this choice is that caused the stalemate to end, is that you finally kind of decided to stop pouring your energy into so many things that were really depleting you. They weren't specific enough. Like perhaps you were just like trying to throw, it's almost like they're showing me right now, like trying to just throw things at the wall and just see what sticks. And it just gets exhausting after a while. And sometimes that action works, but I just get this sense that you're just exhausted from like trying all these different things and you finally just went for one thing. Whether it's a clarity of an idea or something that you chose. Maybe it was a person. I don't know. It could have been, because it's an Ace of Cups, something to do with the heart. Really kind of following what the heart means. Like, let's get clarity on the Ace of Pentacles here. Can I get clarity on the Ace of Pentacles? Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Two of Wands coming up in reverse. So again, I feel like you're kind of looking at your path and you're just like kind of wondering, which way am I supposed to go? You know, like, is this the way to go? Is this the way to go? And I believe that you've finally chosen a way which has allowed like the momentum of this energy coming in that's quite awakening and enlightening. Perhaps you've gotten some sort of an enlightenment about something that allowed you to finally make a choice on this new path that I feel like is really very different from what you're used to. And then we have the Knight of Swords also on top of that Ace of Cups. Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse is let me just get one more clarification on this Knight of Swords. Can I get a clarification, please, on the Knight of Swords in reverse? Because I'm feeling like this has to do with like taking action from your truth, and perhaps before you weren't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Palace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like either that or like there was a very strong lack of communication of truth that was stalemating this energy before, that was preventing, like was causing this kind of like pause of like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Like you needed more information. And I feel like you did get it, but that's what was kind of blocking this new start, this new energy of coming in. Let's see the Two of Swords in reverse here. Two of Swords in reverse. You've got quite a few swords on the table right here, fire signs. So definitely communication and ideas are a big theme here for you. Wow, okay. On the Two of Swords, you have the Four of Wands coming up upright. So finally coming out of a stalemate, making a decision, making a choice. This could have to do with a relationship, just because the Six of Cups is here and there's like the Ace of Cups on the board, even though it's in reverse. I feel like you kind of took a stand for where you were putting your energy, okay? And you kind of brought it back to you. And because you brought it back to you and you really connected with the origins of your energy right back into source, like I really feel like you've been doing some very, very cosmic connecting energy. Like you've really been going back into, when I say back, I mean back all the way into like the infinite. That has allowed a stalemate here where there may be a partnership with a soulmate. Finally, like some sort of union or happiness, something celebratory here coming into play. Like you feel really good. It feels really stable. Whatever this is that you're moving out of, whatever was stuck before, it wasn't working, and you finally make this choice, it feels really good to you. It feels celebratory, it feels stable, and it feels like it's a very strong marker in a long journey ahead, if that makes any sense. I get one more clarification here on the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Yeah, okay. And then you get the Eight of Wands coming up on top. So again, the Eight of Wands talks about, you know, a lot of clarity coming in. It's also about really fast communication. Perhaps like travel is involved here in your decision. But whatever it is, it's happening fast. Again, falling under the Uranus card, which is like fast, something just, a realization comes in that just allows things to kind of like click. Finally, where they weren't clicking, they click. Judgment card. Judgment card. Why is the Judgment card here? Tell me more about the Judgment card. Tell me more about the Judgment card, please. Yeah, okay. Knight of Wands. Very spontaneous energy, the Knight of Wands. Again, I feel like the second chance or this rising from the ashes kind of energy, or sudden, like something that felt like it was over, isn't over, is coming in hot. Like it's very spontaneous. It could be unexpected. I don't know if it's from your end or a different, like whether it's an opportunity or whatever, but it's going to come in quite suddenly, it's coming in hot. So, I mean, there's this dragon there and they're breathing fire, and it's like, I'm just kind of like this, I'm coming for you kind of energy, you know? Tell me more about the Six of Cups here. Tell me more about the Six of Cups, please. Why is the Six of Cups here? Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Soulmate, something maybe from the past, something, it could be like a, wow, yeah, okay. Ooh, whoa, okay. Okay. Fire signs. Whoa. So this is definitely potentially a very strong partnership possibility here for those of you that would apply to, because you've got the Moon in reverse, which is the divine feminine, coming up with the Sun upright, which is the divine masculine, but I'll go into those more. And then you have the Seven of Wands upright. Someone's like finally taking a stand for this soul connection. And it's because like it feels good. It finally feels right. There's so much clarity is coming in here again with this Uranus card bringing like a lightning bolt of awakening or enlightenment coming in. It's like with the Moon in reverse, it's talking about all the confusion, all of the illusion, like falling away, and clarity. The Sun just emphasizes that even more. Things just really coming into alignment. And because of that, like there's this energy of really wanting to like fight for it. Like someone's willing to fight for this connection or fight for this soul purpose. If this is like, again, like the Six of Cups feels too like it's like a soul purpose for some of you. Again, with the Death card, let's just, last card here, let's kind of clarify the Death card in reverse. Can I get clarification here on the Death card in reverse? I'm just getting the sense of like someone just really didn't want to let go, didn't want to let this end. Like there's more to this cycle. It's not over yet. That or I was just told that for some, they were like trying to avoid this awakening, but they can't. Yeah. Okay, you have the Queen of Coins coming up here on the Death card. Yeah, I just don't think like this is over because there's still too much nurturing energy here. There's still a lot of Queen of Coins energy. She's like, she's the, to me, the next really mothering card in the tarot after the Empress. And I just get the sense that someone wasn't really letting to go. They really still wanted to nurture this. Again, okay, yeah. 6 of Wands, because there's like something really here to like, someone really wanted to fight for and comes back victorious, okay? Like there's a lot of success here. There's a lot to be victorious about, and someone's finally acknowledging that this is worth like holding on to, is what I'm getting. Fire signs, whatever this is about, like whether this is about like your purpose and how you're applying yourself, whether this is relationship or something to do with like a job, it's like something's really coming together. The clarity's really coming in where there was confusion before is definitely clarity. Someone's like, something that felt like it was over is not. It required a decision to be made. And finally, when that decision was made, it's like the heavens opened up. It's like the spiritual rain came down and nurtured everything that needed to grow, is kind of what I'm picking up here. Fire signs. Okay, so fire signs, that's my reading for you. We're going to go on to water next. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You are next. Whew. I always get warm when I do these readings. Like, the energy just starts coursing through. Okay. Let me just shuffle these for water signs before we start. Hi, Scott. Welcome. You're welcome, Ellen. And BB44, you're so welcome. Oh yeah, and everyone, I'm ending my sale on my tarot readings for the recorded only this Sunday. I'm going to end it, so if you want to take advantage of that sale, still a few days left to do that. This is going to be for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, I'll just do... That's the problem with having long hair. You find it everywhere. Oh my goodness. There's that King of Cups again. I can't tell you how many times that King of Cups has come up for me today. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What is in store for you for the first 2 weeks of June? First 2 weeks of June for my water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is in store? Oh my gosh. What? Look at the Two of Cups and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. What is going on, water signs? My goodness. right. I think that's good. All right, let's go into your planetary energies. No, Scott, we are on air after this. Air is the last one. You're welcome, Greg. All right, let's see. What planetary energies are hitting up water signs? Well, of course they are. You guys got Neptune energies. So your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Very feminine energy. This is like the deepest energy of the water signs in a sense of like, oh, Neptune rules the depths of the ocean, the depths of our own emotion, like our depths. I said ocean? Yeah, the ocean of emotion. Really going into it, really exploring. Ooh, what are your fantasies? What do you like long for? That's going to be the theme here. Let me just grab that card. All right. What frequencies are supporting this Neptune energy for water signs? What frequencies are supporting this Neptune energy? Realization is your first frequency coming up here to support this. I'm really tuning into the word yearning. Like, what are you yearning and longing? Like, what it could be like your soul, like it's calling you from the depths of its being, like to realize something right now, water signs. Like kind of tapping into like what many would think is impossible or doesn't exist or can exist, and you really kind of say, no, that can still exist. And oh my gosh, are they starting construction next door? Okay. It's also, you got the frequency of universal love. I gotta tell you, this is very interesting, especially with that Lovers and Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck together on either side. So your universal love frequency is, it activates the connection that you feel to each other, to your planet, and to the whole of existence itself. There's a very, like, you're connecting on a very deep level here, water signs, and you're realizing something. With realization, it supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. I'm really getting a deep yearning and longing of soul desires coming forward. Like, you're really kind of exploring what is deeply in your heart, deeply at your soul's core of desires here for the first 2 weeks of June. Let's go into the tarot for water signs and find out what else. So sorry, water signs, for any of the drilling that you may hear. There's a little bit of construction now happening. Okay, what other messages do we have here for water signs? What other messages do we have here for water signs? Woo! Hot damn. Okay, you got the Ace of Pentacles coming up, right? You've got the Queen of Swords upright. The Eight of Swords upright, and the Magician upright. Okay, so this is kind of this is powerful energy, water signs. I get the sense that you are ready to cut away things. You're kind of getting into a fearless place, water signs, where you're ready to like kind of cut away the things that aren't fulfilling you, aren't feeding your soul. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be food, like, I don't know, like habits, something. But I get the sense that you could be cutting away, like you're ready to step out of your own imprisonment. With the Eight of Swords coming up, that there's something that was blocking you in your mind, and you're releasing yourself from that. I also get the sense that you're cutting away things outside of you as well by kind of putting a like kibosh on the mental mind games that you may have been playing with yourself, you know, like the ego drama. You're like cutting that away. And because you're getting like some seriously new, supportive, creative, or I should say new supportive energy of creation coming in for you. With these Ace of Pentacles and the Magician, I feel like you're kind of a little bit unstoppable right now because you're starting to really connect with your soul. Or you're connecting on a very deep soul level with something. You right up here. Okay. What other messages? Like, you're really tapping into your gifts. You're utilizing your gifts now in ways that I feel you may have not used in the past. You're recognizing more of your own gifts to utilize. That is bringing in some new energy here that manifests itself quite quickly. And when I say that, because the Ace of Pentacles to me always represents the 3D, and with the Magician on top of that, it's got like this fast, magnetic, attractive energy kind of coming in. Like, okay, let's see here. Okay, so you have the Devil card coming up here, little Capricorn energy. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like this Eight of Swords energy may have been, there was something a little toxic, a little bit egoic, okay? I feel like there was a battle with the ego, okay? And, or you could have been dealing with someone who was very much in their ego. And it was really putting a lot of strain on your ability to be successful on your own. It was really kind of dampening that. Like there was a lot of struggle behind this ability to manifest, which I feel like you're now like, I think you've really kind of cut something away in this Devil energy. Something that you felt really kind of, let me just see these cards. I just love them. They're so spiritual, like a lot of cosmic symbolism in these. I feel like you were entangled in something with someone or a situation, or maybe just in your own head. You were entangled in your own head. And you've had to come up from the really some darker depths. You really had to pull yourself up out of a hole is what I'm getting from this Devil card. Wherever you were, you definitely felt trapped. And it was playing out in how you were successful on your own. Like, just, it wasn't playing out like for you to be successful. Let's see, what other messages do we have here for water signs? Any other messages here for water signs? I'm going to clarify with my Tarot of Dreams after, yeah, okay. And then you get the Nine of Cups, okay, coming up. Beautiful wish fulfillment. Finally getting what was yours. Again, yeah. There's a really deep realization that was made here. For you water signs. It's really kind of Finally being able to manifest something you've been longing for a very long time. Like, again, this longing, like I get the sense this Nine of Cups energy is like a really deep desire or longing for on a very soul level, though, on a very soul level. Okay, let's go. I should say on a very deep soul level. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay. Water signs. You just got the Ace of Wands on top of your Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, like I said, it's powerful energy here. There's a creative burst happening, or at least a burst of passion that's coming into this new manifestation. Whatever this cycle is that's coming in, it's got some stability to it. It's got fire. It's got fire, like, to kind of propel it forward. Something very deep and passionate. I feel like you're erupting, but in a very, like, I feel like your soul is erupting from the very depths of your being into, like, into your reality, like, or what you're manifesting. That's what it feels like. Queen of Swords, upright. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. So whatever, like, this realization happens, it happens through you connecting to the eternal source, perhaps having a very deep connection with someone else, connection to the planet, to everything. Like, you're just really connected. Okay, this Queen of Swords is, yeah. Okay. It's clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you are struggling with the Nine of Wands. It's been a very difficult path. It's the wounded warrior, having to face a lot of obstacles or struggles along the way, and kind of coming to a point where you are now with this Two of Wands facing, like, which way do I go? Which path am I going to take? Like, was this path really what I wanted? And I get a sense that you're ready to kind of cut away what struggles you've been having. Like you're kind of, I feel like you're done with the wounded warrior path. And not that the wounded warrior path isn't good, because through our struggles, we become transformed and enlightened. But I think you've reached some of that enlightenment, especially with this realization card, and you're ready to heal so you can move on. You're ready to, the wounded warrior card, you can have a couple of different choices here. You can either heal and move on, or continue on this very difficult journey. And I feel like you finally got what you needed out of it. And you're like, I think I've learned my lesson. No need to, like, continue to learn the hard way. Is what I'm kind of getting from those cards there, clarifying that Queen of Swords. So can we get a clarification on the Eight of Swords here, please? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. What you were all caught up in your head about is, like, your Ten of Cups not happening or falling apart. This was really blocking you. Whatever you were anxious about, it had to do with what felt like your long-term happiness dissolving, like falling apart. And at the same time, again, it takes me back to that wounded warrior. It's like, well, is it really supposed to be about this much struggle? Is it really supposed to be like that? And I think you're kind of tapping in, like, is this really what my soul wants? Is this really what I want? Let's go into the Magician card. Can I get some clarification here on the Magician card, please? What's manifesting here? What are they manifesting? What gifts are being realized and put into play here on this Magician card? Tell me more about the Magician, please. Okay. Well, this is very interesting energy. You have the Empress in reverse with the Nine of Cups again, upright. I just get the sense that you're just done. You're done with this old energy of like not attracting like the magnetic force of things, like not being magnetic to what your soul really wants. Empress energy in reverse is kind of like victim energy, right? She's the divine feminine of the deck, but in reverse, kind of taking on that victimhood mentality. And I just think you realize like that's not like, you're kind of taking your, because this feels very empowering. And I just get a sense that you're finally taking your power back and also realizing you have total control over your wish fulfillment. It's kind of like I see yourself as like, hold on a second. I am holding the reins right now. And I think that it's required, like I feel like with this Empress card in reverse too, that there was a disconnect into like the deeper emotional aspects of yourself. That perhaps you were not as, I get the sense that this devil energy was very distracting from what your soul felt very far away. It almost was like a soft whisper or a soft echo in the background. And this devil energy was so prominent. And that's why you have this, why are my cards all falling? Yeah, that's just what I'm getting with that Magician card. Like you're finally like taking the reins back and you're finally like willing to soften the devil, the ego voice or this toxic voice that was hampering all of your success and really letting your soul speak. Tell me more about the devil card. Let's see what this energy is. Like what's this devil energy all about? What's this devil energy all about? Really? Six of Cups. Ooh, some of you have been caught up in a relationship that was not healthy. It may have started off good. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Or it's something from the past. Oof. Two. The Priestess in reverse. Oh, water signs. I just feel like you weren't listening to your intuition. I think what may have started off feeling really good, whatever this is, may have felt like the right path for your soul or the right person for your soul. Whatever this, it became quite toxic or trapped, like it trapped you. And I get a sense that you may have had some red flags along the way. You just weren't listening. And I think it's because there still is, if you're still involved in this, a deep connection. However, that being said, I also get the sense that you've learned what you've needed to learn. And the soul contract, if this involves whatever, it could involve someone or something, a job, whatever. It's kind of like you're done with it. It's just not filling you up anymore. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God. Confirmed by the devil. Confirmed by the devil. Wow, we've got a lot of those two, the Nine of Pentacles fell out with the devil. Okay, yeah. Ooh. You just were not in your place of success. You were trapped in a very you were trapped in a place of unworthiness, like not really believing or realizing what you were capable of. And that's what kind of kept you trapped. Also, this perpetuation of maybe not feeling successful started to like repeat itself so much that it created a feedback loop that you couldn't get out of, is what I'm also getting. But I do get a sense, though, that if it's still happening right now, some sort of realization is going to come through for you. And it comes through you reconnecting to that voice way, way, way in the back. That's your soul that's been calling to you, like, of what you need right now. It's time to listen to that voice. Nine of Cups here. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. What's this Nine of Cups about? What's the Nine of Cups about? What's the Nine of Cups about? Okay. Five of Coins and the World. Again, this just is reiterating what I was just saying. You're finally ending a cycle of lack consciousness. You're finally ending a cycle where you feel a little left out, where you feel like you're not worth what you know you're worth. And this wish fulfillment is finally coming in because you're finally realizing that you're really... This Five of Coins too energy comes from not realizing how connected you are to the universal abundance. And I just get a sense that is you're finally ready to end that, or like at least a very deep aspect of it. Oh wait, there's another card. Where did that one come from? Ooh. Yeah, okay. Again, Eight of Swords. This is telling me it was all in your head. This is telling me it's all in your head. And again, it's like that lack consciousness mentality of unworthiness, like I'm not good enough, or it's never going to happen for me, feeling left behind, that kind of mentality. You're finally like cutting it away. You've make some deep realization. You finally listening to the call of your soul. You're breaking free of whatever toxic devil bondage energy that's kind of been holding you back and hampering your own success. And like starting this new, exciting, passionate cycle that you're finally like, you're taking the reins back. Like life comes back in to you. And it comes through a very deep connection to the soul longings. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, or else I'm just going to keep repeating myself. But water signs, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Let's go on to the last sign. Air signs. Air signs, you are next. Thanks for waiting around. All right. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Andrea, thank you so much. It's so sweet of you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad that the readings resonate. Jason, also good. Greg, man, your energy's always showing up in these readings, isn't it? I love it. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support. I really appreciate it. You guys have been really great. I just want you to know how much it means to me. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are next. Let's just shuffle your decks here. Get you going, get you moving. Find out what's shaking in the land of air signs. What's going on in your life? What's happening? Why do I keep hearing shakedown in my head right now? Is there a shakedown happening in air signs world right now? Does there need to be a shakedown? Let's see. All right. Put you there. And let's go. And let me just take some more water. All right. So, whoa, okay. That was fast. Air signs, looks like you've got some energy that the fire signs had. Uranus is coming up in your reading as well. So your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening coming in. Whew. Something like, again, I'm wondering if there's like a shakedown happening in your life. Like I'm seeing like someone like shaking a tree that has like a lot of fruit on it. Like just like, I don't know. Okay. I'm also seeing like that tree shakedown is also kind of like almost like a wake up, like someone's trying to shake someone awake. Like, don't you see? I don't know. Okay. Let's see what frequencies are here for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is kind of complementing or coming in adding to this Uranus energy here? What's coming in to add to this Uranus energy? Wow, okay. You have the frequency of delight and miracle. That's some pretty awesome energy. Air signs, whether it's sudden, it's changing, it's got a miraculous feel to it, and it's clearly bringing in a lot of intense joy and happiness. That or what felt like a miracle. Okay, I know this is going to sound really morbid, but I'm going to see what the tarot cards say. Something that felt really miraculous and brought you intense joy. There's finally like a sudden change coming to that. I don't know why I want to read it that way, but delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. And miracle, the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Either something's been going really well for your air signs and it's about to go in a shakedown, or something hasn't been going your way and all of a sudden the tables turn and the wind changes direction, is what I just heard. And something miraculous happens. Let's go into the tarot here and find out. Let's get some details and find out what direction this is going in. Okay, way too many cards here. All right, can we get some messages here from the tarot for... Ooh, okay. You've got the Queen of Swords coming up with the Emperor card. I'm getting the sense that a truth is being delivered or some sort of communication, and it's coming from a place of deep-seated empowerment. This Queen, it could be you who's coming in to bring in a truth. But, you know, the Emperor is the divine masculine of the deck. It's someone seen a lot and therefore has been able to learn a lot. You know, like your wisdom comes from a lot of experience. And also paying attention to not just what your needs are, but what the needs are of those perhaps that are dependent on you or in some way, you know, like whether it's a business, like employees or, you know, a father figure, your children. Okay, let's go a little further into this and see what else comes out. Two of Wands. Man, this Two of Wands I feel like has been coming up in everyone's reading. Everyone's like being faced with a path to choose. Interesting. Okay, this Two of Wands energy is very interesting because I'm picking up either two timelines are converging or like there's a bifurcation happening here for you air signs. I'll clarify that one. Again, like I'm getting the sense that some of you are going to be going from a really low place into like something miraculous. And for some of you, you're going in from a place like where it may have not, where it felt really good and now it's kind of taking a shakedown. I don't know. Like timelines splitting or timelines converging is really what I'm picking up here. Let's see. It's very interesting energy. Ooh, okay. We have the Knight of Wands coming up again. That Knight of Wands coming up in a lot of readings in reverse with the Ten of Cups upright, air signs. With the Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh. I am just getting like two completely opposite storylines, like reversals here. So I'm going to give them to you both, and air signs, may you will fall wherever you fall. But with the Knight of Wands coming up in reverse, Knight of Wands is sometimes a little arrogant, especially since it's in reverse. It's a little arrogant. It's a little kind of I-oriented, like me kind of focused. And I'm just getting the sense that it's just kind of like the Knight of Wands energy, especially with it being up in reverse, it's just not dependable, you know, it's in and out. It's fleeting. It could be really good and then it could be really bad, you know, and with the Ten of Cups and then the Ace of Cups coming in reverse, it's kind of feeding into that, like, everything's so great, everything's so wonderful, and then bam, the new energy or the next level, there's like a block. Why? Or I could reverse it and I could say there's a block and now all of a sudden like something happens miraculously and the Ten of Cups energy, like something that's long-term happiness finally comes in. I don't know. Let's just keep going. I'm going to have to clarify. When we clarify, we'll really see where this is going. Air signs, just kind of keep an open mind here because I don't usually get such opposing storylines like this, like reversals. And then the Star card. Okay, so you get the Star card here. Thank you, Ellen, for the super chat. So sweet. Here you go, the star card. And I'm just kind of holding it up here for you guys because I really love these cards. They're so beautiful. Okay, at the very least, there's a lot of healing coming in here. A wish fulfillment too could be coming in. It's like finally tapping into the cosmic alignment of the star. Like if you see this card, like she's dipping her toe, it feels to me like into the cosmic pool of divinity, that brings in so much healing. Also, like union of a very big wish. So maybe this is all kind of going in a great direction. Let's clarify with the cards here and find out, air signs. Ooh, like I'm almost like I'm on the edge of my seat. Like I want to know what's happening here. So like Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Okay, you've got the Seven of Cups upright with the World in reverse. I think you're ending the confusion. This Queen of Swords, I love this Queen of Swords in this deck in particular. I think it might be my favorite Queen of Swords because when you look at her crown, the energy is, it's like she's downloading her energy, like her information. Like this is about communication through downloads, really having deep cosmic understanding, deep understanding of the truths and wisdom, ancient wisdoms coming in and delivering them. Like I keep hearing the word delivering. I feel like either you're getting a lot of clarity, air signs, through major downloads that is cutting away the confusion, like it's ending with this World card in reverse. I feel like that may have already happened for you. Like, or it has to do with a cycle, okay, that you've been kind of going through a long cycle that you're finally like, okay, like you may have been very confused about it before, but now like a deep understanding comes through, and you're able to communicate that. I do get the sense that you're delivering a very important truth. The Emperor in reverse, the Emperor upright. Tell me more about the Emperor upright. Tell me about the Emperor upright. Oh, yeah. So again, the cycle, because it came up with the Queen of Swords, it's about finally ending a very exhausting, burdenous cycle. Like, whatever this was confusing you, very exhausting, back-breaking, exhausting, like very challenging. Just felt like it was one obstacle after the other, like you've gone through it all. And to be quite honest, the Emperor gets to his place by going through that journey. You don't become that Emperor energy without facing like a lot of war, a lot of battles. And when I say that, it could be just on a very spiritual level. It could be like, battles with your career, or battles with family members, whatever it is. It just felt like you were in battle for a long time, but through the battles has emerged like this very deep wisdom that allows you to make very good decisions. The Emperor is very good at making decisions that are good for the greater good as well as for self. Like it's a very all-encompassing kind of energy. Wow. Okay, Two of Wands. You have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Coins in reverse, and the Magician upright. I'm getting a sense that there was really I'm really picking up inner child from this Page of Cups energy. When the pages go in reverse, I tend to not always, but often pick up inner child energy. The Knight of Coins is someone who isn't taking action from a very loyal, stable place, isn't grounded, isn't paying attention to the details. I'm really confused, though. I've got to tell you guys, I'm confused. I'm not getting a strong read, though, on why the Magician card is here with it. I got to clarify this further. This one's going to need a little bit of clarification. I got to clarify this Magician card. Why is the Magician card here on the Two of Wands? Page of Cups in reverse, telling me that for some of you, this has to do with from your childhood of having your heart shut down, where there wasn't action taken from that dependable, loyal, and stable place. Like you lived in a place, or you were in an environment that wasn't stable for you to open your heart. It kept shutting your heart down. Why? But why is the Magician here? Why is the Magician here? Why is the Magician here? Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Very clear now. Very, very clear. I'm glad I clarified that. Okay. So with this Two of Wands, air signs, I told you, I feel like it's almost like timelines collapsing into one, like, or it's a bifurcation happening, like a splitting off. And I feel like you've got the Four of Wands that have come up on top of clarifying the Magician. You are manifesting that happy home environment, whether it's in love with someone, or it's in like reference to this career, or like whatever this is in reference to, it's celebratory, it's stable. Okay, like when I said there's lack of stability, Four of Wands is very stable energy. It's a 4. And again, you know the Emperor here is a 4, and I get a sense that if there was stability that you didn't have before, you're finally manifesting stability. But it's coming in with a very, it may be with a twin flame soulmate kind of person that you're dealing with here. Yeah, this could very much have to do with relationship. But whatever it is, it's coming all together in a very harmoniously and celebratory way. Like you're finally manifesting that timeline. So you're either collapsing a timeline, or you're like splitting off from one that wasn't successful and into one that's very miraculous. And again, filled with this deep delight. Okay. Let's see here. Knight of Wands, the Page of Coins. Another page coming up here. I'm just getting a sense with that page, it's more of like you're receiving some information or news around something to do with the physical world. Like, let me clarify. Because, again, you're maybe gaining news of stability and loyalty, or you're getting information about stability and loyalty, where with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it wasn't like that. I'm starting to really feel this is starting to kind of look more of like the timeline of going from something that didn't feel good to something miraculous. That's what it's starting to look like here. Okay, let's see here. Tell me more about this Page of Coins. Tell me more about the Page of Coins. Yeah, okay. Serious communication or information is coming in. Perhaps something that felt like it was at a distance is now coming in really fast, that brings information or communication about that has a very stable and loyal energy to it. Whereas I feel like in the past it wasn't. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Okay. We've got the Moon clarifying it. So the Ace of Cups in reverse, I'm getting the sense now that I'm seeing a lot more cards here on the table, that this Ace of Cups is something that may have started in regards to opening the heart in some capacity, really bringing in new energy within the heart field, related to the heart, more of the emotional aspects of yourself. And I'm getting the sense that the reason why it didn't kind of take off is because there was something hidden about it. Let's see, what was hidden? What was hidden? Let's find out. Something was like casting shadows over it, or there was a shadow cast here, or like what was hidden? Tell me what was hidden, please, about this Ace of Cups. What was hidden about this Ace of Cups? Okay, Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse is like, I get the sense that someone was needing to do some healing. Perhaps someone wasn't sure on their end. Maybe it was you, maybe it was someone else, or something wasn't clear about the situation. It needed some meditation. In order to, like, someone maybe have needed to meditate first to move through some of this. Someone had to do some deep reflection on, and I feel like that's what stalled out this Ace of Cups energy. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Oh, almost. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups, please. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Oh, yeah, okay. We got the Lovers card coming up. Okay. Definitely feeling relationship here. That or a big decision was made. Someone finally made a really big decision. Again, if that was the case, this Queen of Swords energy, like I feel like a truth was delivered and it came in the form of a decision that may have been a little rude. And when I say rude, I mean in a rude awakening kind of a way for a situation or someone, but it was what was needed. It needed to be done. And because of that, like there's something was able to finally come together. It's like you just wanted to cut away all the confusion again with that Seven of Cups, and once the confusion was gone, like things were able to come together. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups. Whatever this Ten of Cups is, it's very embracing and feels great. As I say that, I have the Palace of Cups in reverse. And I don't think it felt good before in the past, is really what I'm getting. That card literally came out as I was saying that. So I think in the past, it didn't feel good. It felt a little closed off. It felt a little guarded. Whatever this is, it felt guarded. But I feel like it's really opened up. It's finally opened up. I think it needed some stability. It needed some clarity. And I think it needed someone to finally like draw a line in the sand in a way. Like I feel like that's what, I feel like that Uranus energy. And it somehow released some sort of intense joy and happiness into the situation that brought through some sort of miracle. Okay, tell me more about the star. Tell me about the star. Tell me about the star. Why is the star here? Oh, okay, 6 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, again, I just get the sense that this is very similar to, I think, well, again, 6 of Coins in reverse, it's about failed reciprocity. Really needing to kind of restore the balance. That I feel like in a way that this Uranus energy, I don't know, you dealing with a fire sign, air signs? Like, but there was like, things needed to be tipped back into favor, but not just your favor, like favor with what I feel like was cosmically planned. Like I felt like things were kind of being taken off course, and this somehow like just was a huge course correction, massive course correction here for air signs, is what I'm getting. Tell me more about the star card. And I do feel though that this course correction is a result of someone really delivering a strong truth from a place of empowerment, from a place of knowing deep wisdom through their own experiences, their own battles, their own like spiritual journey battles, or just being on the front lines, you know, like seeing it all. Kind of really coming from that place. Give me one more card, please, on the star card. Give me one more card. We have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, I really feel like this is a course correction. Like something cosmically is coming in to realign something that really was off course. With the Chariot card here in reverse, like things just weren't going in the way that the divine orchestration of things was just like, I just feel like something went off course and created a little less movement, okay? Like it wasn't going in the direction that you wanted it to go or in the way that divinely was intended, perhaps the way your soul intended. And that could be due to being involved, like there may be other souls involved in this reading that may have not been living up to their soul agreements, because you have free will when you're down here and you can choose differently at any time. And I get the sense that someone wasn't totally like living up to their end of the bargain on when it comes to soul contracts completely, like got led astray a little bit. So massive course correction coming in here. I feel with the star card though, that there is some divine guidance that's helping to bring things back into balance. So, and of course that makes sense with the miracle card coming up here. Wow. Yeah. So air signs, that's my reading for you. Hi, Dusty. You're very welcome. So good to see you here. So air signs, that's my reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love y'all. I'm going to have my June reading out probably next Monday on the June the 1st. I can't believe we're already into June. This year is flying by. Again, if you need your own personal reading, all that information is in the description below, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back with you guys real soon, okay? Bye.